The following is a special presentation of the First Horizon Green Sports Zone. This is the Terry's Flooring Tanner Earley Show. Welcome back to First Horizon's Green Sports Zone, and welcome back to this week's edition of the Terry's Flooring Tanner Earley Show, where we cover everything on the court with the Chuckey-Doak Lady Black Knights basketball team. We'll recap the past 3 games and see what's next on the agenda for Chuckey-Doak as they end the first third of the season. But as always, we need to get a quick word in from our sponsors first. So we'll be right back after these short messages here on First Horizon's Green Sports Zone. The Terry's Flooring Tanner Earley Show is brought to you by Gateway Ford Nissan, Tommy's Plumbing, Terry's Flooring, and by First Horizon Bank.
Here's a twist on your typical banking options. What if instead of choosing between a big bank or a small bank, you had one bank that's the best of both? That's First Horizon. Big bank muscle with small bank hustle. Big bank convenience and small bank connection. When the best of big meets the best of small, you get it all. To help you on the road to your horizon. First Horizon Bank.
Welcome back to First Horizon's Green Sports Zone, and welcome back to this week's edition of the Terry's Flooring Tanner Earley Show, where we cover everything on the hardwood with the Chuckey-Doak Lady Black Knights basketball team. As always, joined here with Black Knights head coach Tanner Earley. Coach, how's it doing?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing well. You're blinding us with all the orange.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
you got all the
big win last night for the Vols.
Yeah, they beat Louisville last night inside of what is it, Thompson Bowling Arena at Food City Center.
Yeah.
It's a mouthful. But
I still call it Thompson Bowling.
I think everybody does.
Yeah,
it's one of those.
TBA.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's one of those that I don't think anybody will kind of stray away from. It's still in the name.
It is.
So
it is.
as long as it's still in the name, even if it's not in the name, everybody's going to know it as Thompson Bowling.
Absolutely.
I don't think you'll ever see Neyland stray away from Neyland Stadium, but that's what everybody will refer to it as.
No. Yeah. Correct.
But you got the shoes on too?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you're all decked out in orange today.
Big win.
Big win. You got to dress up in all
Absolutely.
orange.
Go Vols.
Breaking that losing streak. What was it? 3 in a row.
Yeah.
2 big wins though. Louisville and Houston. Those were 2 top 10 teams.
Yep.
Jacoby, good game.
Very good game.
23 points.
He's been a little slump.
Yeah.
It was against Syracuse. Didn't play great. Kansas, he shot the ball horrible.
Yeah.
But pretty good game last night by the Greenville native.
I was listening to the broadcast on the way home last night. I didn't get to see it, but I heard there were some pretty exciting dunks late in the game too. They were going off on the broadcast.
I saw the highlights. I didn't get to watch any of it.
Yeah.
But I got to see the box score and some highlights, and it looked like Tennessee played well.
Hey, it looks good that Louisville's not doing well. That'll be good for all the ACC fans out there seeing Louisville drop down in the rankings like that.
These Carolina and Duke fans all
Duke
around
fan
here.
right here.
Okay,
see, there we go. There's one of them. We see North Carolina suck and we see Louisville suck. So everything's looking right. So just beat North Carolina. That's all it is. If Andrew French is watching this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Go Blue Devils. But let's talk about some Chuckey-Doak basketball. You had 3 games that we'll talk about: Happy Valley, University, and then Claiborne. The last game that we talked about, I believe, was West Green, resulted in a loss, and then you turn around and you get that one back with a win over Happy Valley to get your first conference win of the season. So how good was it to be able to get that first one and be able to get it on the road?
It was a huge game for us. We go down 10 early at halftime and really challenged the girls at halftime to we got to play with more intensity. We were dead. I mean, the road trip down there, JV girls didn't perform well. Our morale was just down, especially coming off of West Green. And then you come back and go down 10 at halftime. The confidence was low. And a little butt chewing at halftime got everybody.
Sometimes it helps.
Yeah, it does. And it helped Friday night because we turned around and outscored them, I think, 32-16 in the second half. So it was good to see them finally just, suck it up and play hard and play like we knew how.
And to be able to see that comeback, how encouraging was that, knowing that you get down in games like Chuckey-Doak, like West Green, like North Green, and then to be able to come back from a halftime deficit in an important game like that, how encouraging was that?
Oh, it was very encouraging. And I think it's a sign, too, like, you see that now, if it happens again to us, we can always refer back to that Happy Valley night and be like, we can do this. I mean, we don't have to lay down. We're only down 10 or 15 or whatever it is. You can come back from this. And Friday night was a good lesson for us to say, hey, we can come back from deficits.
And if that wasn't a confidence booster, Saturday was a confidence booster. Getting in here and beating University 63-29, getting everybody involved, seeing a lot of players be able to score the ball. How fun was that, being able to see the ball go through the hoop as much as it did?
It was really fun to watch. 4 of the 5 starters scored in double figures. Everybody off the bench got to play. We tried to get everybody to score, but I think we left 2 off the score sheet. But it was good. We played well from the start. We jumped on them quick, and we really put the foot down on them the rest of the game.
And then looking at the only game you've had this week too with Claiborne, you come in here and host Claiborne, which I talked about with Coach Broyles. I tend to forget that they've now dropped down to Class 2A, so it's a potential region game looking forward into February. So I know it resulted in a loss, but take me through that game and what you learned about Claiborne, knowing you may see them down the road. I know you'll see them later this week, but down the road again. How important was it?
Well, we would probably coming off the highest confidence and momentum wise of the season for us. We come off a 2-game win streak, huge win in conference Friday night, big win Saturday, and then I don't know if it was the day off Sunday or maybe not going to school Monday might have really hurt us, but we come in and we couldn't throw it in the ocean last night. Really disappointing. Girls played hard. We played hard. We executed. We just didn't. It wasn't going to go in. We shot 21% from the floor, which is horrendous. 14 for 32 from the free throw line. We missed 18 free throws, shot 21%, only had 11 turnovers, and lost by 10. I mean, if we had half our free throws, half our shots, we probably win by 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was a down locker room at the end of the night last night, but we're going to come back strong, and we'll see this team again Friday. We're very confident in the rematch Friday night, and like you said, it's important to see this team because we could see them down in the region game.
What do you take away from a game like that too? Because there's so many negatives and little positives because you shoot poorly from the field and from the free throw line, but you do limit the turnovers, but you're not able to see success out of that. So what can you take away from a game like that when it's hard to find positives?
I think you take away what the film shows, what you could have done in that game. Like they ran a zone on us, and we've been struggling in a zone in these last couple of games. Yes, couldn't get it out. And like open shots we didn't take. The extra pass too many times. That's stuff you can point out on film that we can work on and show them, hey, this is what we need to work on before Friday. And before we get to Friday, we've got Washburn on Thursday, who also run a 2-3 zone against us. So I think and pointing out that, yes, you played bad, but you only lost by 10. We shot so bad and only lost by 10. To me, that was a positive at the end of the night as well.
And looking forward to the end of the week now, you've got Washburn and Claiborne, like you just mentioned, 2 teams that you'll see zone out of a little bit more. So we'll talk about them a little bit more in depth in the second half, though. Let's get a quick word in from our sponsors first. Thank you to these loyal sponsors for sponsoring us here at First Horizons Green Sports Zone and allowing us to bring you this edition of the Terry's Flooring Tanner Earley Show. So we'll be right back after this break.
Here's a twist on your typical banking options. What if instead of choosing between a big bank or a small bank, you had one bank that's the best of both? That's First Horizon. Big bank muscle with small bank hustle. Big bank convenience and small bank connection. When the best of big meets the best of small, you get it all. To help you on the road to your horizon. First Horizon Bank.
At Terry's Flooring, we have quality products along with quality installers that can make your space look better than ever before. The craftsmanship that our installers bring to the job site is unmatched. Along with the great installers, we have a huge selection of hardwood, LVP, tile, and carpet. We know that spending money isn't that easy, but at Terry's Flooring, we care about your money too. Stop on in and see my Popsy at Terry's Flooring and allow him to save you money while enjoying the hassle-free experience.
Tommy's Plumbing has been in business for 30 years, and we're still growing because we treat our customers like family. We are proud to do any job from kitchen faucet installation to a complete home repipe. Tommy's Plumbing offers warranties on most products installed by our technicians. When the job is done, Our friendly professionals make sure to clean up. We invite you to visit our new showroom in Jonesboro to see our quality products for yourself. Tommy's is the only one to call when you need a fast, reliable, professional plumber in the Tri-Cities.
At many dealerships, you get what you'd expect. Games, gimmicks, and shady sales tactics. At Gateway Nissan in Greenville, expect the unexpected. Low prices, convenient service, and a great buying experience.
Get our Gateway exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty.
No worries for life.
You deserve the unexpected. It's the #1 reason you gotta get to Gateway.
Shop online at gatewaynissangreenville.com.
Or take the super short drive down Highway 11E to Gateway Nissan in Greenville.
Welcome back to First Horizons Green Sports Zone, and welcome back to this week's edition of the Terry's Flooring Tanner Earley Show, where we cover everything on the hardwood with the Chuckey-Doak Lady Black Knights basketball team. As always, I'm joined here with head coach Tanner Earley. So looking at the schedule now, you've got Washburn and Claiborne now. Washburn at home on Thursday, on the road to play Claiborne for the second time this week on Friday. What can you expect from both games?
I think it's going to be a bunch of zone, to be honest with you. I think it's going to be we're going to get a bunch of zone looks. But these two games are important to us. They're huge for confidence boosting. They're especially for the break we're going to get, and then we head up into the tough Ladies Classic. So these two games are very important. We know Claiborne. We played them last night. We know what they got. Washburn, I went and watched Washburn play North Green early in the year. So ran zone, didn't run a lot of man on them. Looked like the press kind of hurt them a little bit. So that's what we see. That's what I've saw at least on film and in person. So these two games are pretty big for us.
And I'll ask you the same question I asked Coach Broyles too. You win both of these games, which are two winnable games. You even your record up to 5-5 throughout the first third of the season. How important would it be to improve the confidence and total morale of the team through the first third of the season, being able to go on a streak winning 4 out of 5 going into the Ladies Classic?
Yeah, I think it's massive for us, confidence and morale-wise. I mean, we look at it, we go 5-5, we win both of them. We lose, we're at 3-7. 3-7. Yeah, 3-7 going into the Ladies Classic, and that Ladies Classic is going to be tough. So we really need these two wins for sure.
And then looking at the rest of the week too, I mean, just Washburn and Claiborne, looking forward. You get a little bit of a break, I guess. Ladies Classic starts the 26th, the Friday after Christmas. So with such a not as long as Coach Broyles' break, he gets a 10-day break. You just get a little 7-day break. So going throughout the rest of this week and having a little bit of a break, how much will that benefit you too going down the road after such a hard first third of the season?
It's going to help. I mean, we're going to get some rest. They're going to get some time with the family. We're going to have a Christmas party on Tuesday, so we're going to have some team bonding. So it's going to be good for us. After these two games, we'll have the weekend off, and we'll come back Monday. We'll have Monday and Tuesday to practice, and then we'll give them Christmas Eve and Christmas Day off and jump right back at it on Friday.
And I know one of the trends throughout the first few interviews was with you being a new head coach, talking about like first game jitters and then first conference games and stuff. So throughout the first third of your season so far here as a new head coach and with your team, what have you learned so far through the first, I guess, 8 games?
It's a roller coaster.
Yeah.
It's up and down for sure. Emotionally, physically, mentally. A lot of sleepless nights already for the first third of the year. But I love what I do. I love the team I've gotten. I don't care how young, how old, how inexperienced, how experienced we are. They play hard for me in this program. So I got dealt a great hand. I couldn't be more happy and proud of where I'm at with this team.
Yeah, talking about roller coaster too. You talk about first road game with Cherokee, and then first conference game, and then you get first road conference game, and then that university game, and Claiborne. That's just the game of basketball.
It really is.
The game itself is a game of runs. As a season as a whole, it's a roller coaster.
It is, and I mean it's fun. It's an experience. I think coaching the game of basketball is different from coaching any other sport. Like for football, you get 7 days to really game plan and think about it. Basketball and baseball, you play, you turn around. For baseball, you play again. But for basketball, you might have 1 or 2 days and you're back on the court, which is good for us, in my opinion.
And looking at your schedule this week too, if another team is on your schedule for Friday, you could be looking at a team that you have to prepare for on half a day. If you play on Tuesday against Claiborne, you've got one practice on Wednesday. You've got to prepare for 2 games and 1 day of practice.
Yeah.
But luckily it is Claiborne, so you'll play them twice
Yes.
in 1 week and have already prepared. But yeah, that's the thing about scheduling sometimes. Back-to-backs have to happen, and it's tough to prepare for games like that.
It is, but luckily last week we had a back-to-back with Happy Valley and University High Friday and Saturday, so we should be used to it. The only thing that, probably not really used to is that long bus ride to Claiborne. Dreaded long. It's an hour and 20 from here, so we'll see how we handle that. Surely we're not stiff and sore, and hopefully we can go up there and get a win.
Not as long as Johnson County, though.
No, I dread that too.
That's always one of the running trends in this. I always joke about that drive. Each team's got to make it at least once during the year. You got to get it out of the way.
Sucks for them. They've got to do it. They got to come to us, come to West Green.
Come to South Green.
Yeah. They got to do it 3 times.
Unicord's at least semi-close to them, I believe. And then Happy Valley, I guess, is semi-close too, but they've got to do it 3 times a year.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
I would hate that. On a bus, God, no thanks.
But being in Johnson County where they're at, it's tough to find
exactly
teams in their area.
You got to. You got to do what you do, or it's part of it.
Yep. But what sucks for them is regions. That's when it could suck. You travel down there to District 2. That's when it gets to be long.
At that point, it's worth it.
Yeah. If you're at that point of the season.
Yeah, it's worth it for sure.
Yeah. But the only times you don't want to make that drive is on a school night. Mm-hmm. If you do it on a Friday, it's not as bad. Sleep in Saturday.
So luckily, we had Claiborne at home Tuesday last night.
Yes,
so
and then you make the drive on Friday.
Where we don't work, school's over.
Right.
It's on a Saturday. Hey, good job, Kyle and Sam, for scheduling that.
Shout out to Kyle.
Appreciate
He's
that.
He's not got a shout out so far this year. But I believe that's all we got this week. I asked Coach Broyles, I guess I'll ask you too. We got the college football playoff this week too. Let's get some predictions. Alabama, Oklahoma on Friday night.
I'm going Oklahoma at home. At home, that spread's 1.5, so it's a
pick 'em.
Yeah, it's definitely a coin flip. Yeah. So I'm going Oklahoma at home.
Well, Alabama can't seem to beat Oklahoma in the past 2 years so far in the SEC, so you can't fault that.
No, they've not been playing great.
No, neither team really has, but Oklahoma's got a better defense.
Absolutely, and I think Oklahoma's had some time to rest and kind of get their offense some schematic-wise. I think Bama didn't play very good against Auburn. Then gets blasted in the SEC championship game. So I'm thinking Oklahoma's going to be a little bit more well-rested. Night game in Norman. So it's I'm going Oklahoma for sure.
The big game the next day, Texas A&M Miami.
I'm not a fan of Carson Beck. I'm not saying he's a bad guy. I'm not a, let's see, what's the word I'm looking for?
The game that you're going to get from him is a coin toss.
Right. You don't know what you're going to get from him.
3 touchdowns or 3 interceptions.
Exactly. I didn't think he was that good at Georgia, to be honest with you. He had a lot of talent around him. But, again, A&M at home, it's a noon game, though. I wish Kyle Field, we had it at night. I'd definitely be going. I'd probably pick the spread for Texas A&M if it was a night game. I'm still going A&M because Miami didn't even make their own conference championship in a weak ACC. So I'm going A&M.
They're wishy-washy. The 2 less fun games that you could watch: Tulane, Ole Miss.
Ole Miss, 17.5 spread. I'm picking them to cover.
Oregon and JMU.
Not even close. So it's Oregon. And probably a risky pick. I'll go and tell you who I think is going to win the whole thing.
Go for it.
Texas Tech. I think Texas Tech runs the table. That defense is legit. They did it right. They pretty much paid every single one of their starters. So I think Texas Tech wins the whole thing.
One of my other shows, I even mentioned it. I think it was Alan Tolliver's show. He asked if Texas Tech was legit. I said, that team is legit.
I really do think so.
I knew the offense was legit. I hadn't watched the defense yet, but if they play like they did in the Big 12 championship against BYU, they're going to be tough to stop.
Absolutely.
Georgia doesn't look as solid. They look good at the right time.
Yeah.
They feel like they could be one of those teams like the Chiefs a few years ago that just play bad during the regular season and get hot. It's hard to stray away from Indiana and Ohio State, though.
I agree.
That's tough. But after seeing the Big Ten, you don't know who to pick.
No, not really. But who's Indiana played? They beat Oregon, I think.
Penn State.
Is that before Franklin was fired? It was after.
After.
Yeah, so
they didn't play Oregon either.
Oh, they didn't play Oregon.
No.
Okay, I thought they played Oregon. So Penn
Indiana
State's their big
played.
win?
Yeah, and it was a comeback win. 4th quarter drive.
Not excited about that. Ohio State, you can say the same thing. I got a buddy who's an Ohio State fan. You didn't play anybody either this year. You
They
beat
didn't really play
Texas
much.
at home.
I'm a Texas fan. I'll tell you, they suck. So
Hey,
that's
Manny
not
coming
even-
back, though. Announced
Yeah.
last night he's coming back.
I knew he would. You can't have that bad of a season and then go to the draft.
Yeah.
But Ohio State's really not played much either. They have played teams, but they haven't played like a Georgia or an Alabama schedule. It's so hard to compare those Big Ten schools. But
Do you agree with Alabama getting in? Or do you think Notre Dame should have got it?
50-50. I don't. Miami should have got in over Notre Dame.
Because they beat them head-to-head?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think the
agree with
head-to-head
that.
matters.
I agree with
You
that,
play.
absolutely.
So those games matter. And then Alabama, it's so hard. I don't know because you can't get blown out in your conference championship like that. But at the same time, you can't. They won the SEC. I mean, they were tied for first. So it's a tough one. BYU's a tough one too. People look over that one, but they lost 2 games all year, and it was
To Texas Tech. But I think the fashion they lost.
Yeah. They lost them pretty handily.
Hey, as
twice,
long as
so.
Pavia didn't get in, I don't care.
Yes, as long as Diego Pavia
Nope.
didn't get in, that's fine.
Not a fan.
I knew it was an absolute long shot for Texas to get in, but they don't deserve to be in.
I agree. I
They
agree.
don't deserve. You look at those road games and
You beating Kentucky in overtime.
Mississippi State in
Yeah,
overtime, down
man.
17.
Yeah.
Lost to Georgia by 25.
Yeah.
Can't remember the
Not a
other
good
road game off
resume.
the top of my head right now, but they were all so bad. Oh, Florida. The loss
the
that
loss to
kept them
Florida.
out.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Those are your 4 SEC road games right there. Just bad. And then you're going to put them in the playoffs and send them on the road again. It would be another massacre.
It would.
Yeah.
Just no.
I'll be the most unbiased fan and tell you that. Texas sucked this year. If they don't lose to Florida, they probably do get in, but they would probably still get waxed because they probably wouldn't play at home.
Yeah.
But hey, Andrew French, if you're watching this, I don't know if you watched this one. Our Blue Devils did it. I ain't seen you since then. They won the ACC title, but they didn't get in though.
As they shouldn't. They were.
No, they sucked.
7-5.
They were bad. They sucked. They were bad.
Virginia, you squalled away an opportunity too. They were
Twice.
10-2.
Yes. What'd they lose? They lost to Wake Forest.
Yeah.
You can't lose those games.
No.
I think Wake Forest was at home too.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Oh, they lost. This is so weird. They lost a non-conference game at the beginning of the season in North Carolina State.
Virginia did.
They lost a non-conference game to a conference team. North Carolina State's ACC, along with Virginia. They scheduled a non-conference game with each other.
I did not know that.
It's-
What?
yes.
I've never heard this.
It's probably going to be the norm going forward, too, with how
Probably.
the SEC's butchered this whole rivalry. They're not rivals.
Wow, I did not know that. It's interesting.
Tennessee's rivals, you get rid of Florida. How do you do that?
Yeah, I know, it's stupid.
How do you do that?
Stupid. But we play Vandy, Kentucky. Well, heck, I don't know about Vandy anymore, but we play Kentucky every year. So
Vandy's going to be good now.
they're probably going to get recruits now for sure.
Well, they have the #1 recruit. They flipped Jared Curtis on signing day, and then I think they flipped a 4-star receiver that was going to Alabama. So somehow Clark Lee's got something going down there at Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
And the worst part too, he's an alumnus at Vanderbilt, so he might not want to go anywhere else.
Well, they just signed him to a
Yep.
5-year, 6-year deal. He ain't going anywhere.
Just can't wait to see what Lane Kiffin looks like.
They
How long
travel
he
to Ole Miss,
stays.
I think, this next year.
3rd game of the season, early.
So it's an early SEC game.
Yeah.
It better be a night game.
They come to Neyland in November
Yeah,
too.
I'm excited about that. Texas does too.
Texas does, yeah. I'm scared of that game. I'm not scared of Tennessee. I don't want any fans to misconstrue that, but the first road SEC game this year didn't go well with
Right.
Florida, so
Right.
can't really tell how that's going to go. I think the team might be better than next year, though, just having a year under Arch
I agree.
Manning.
If it's not, it's
And I don't
concern.
think he was healthy this year either, looking at some of his mechanics and the way he was playing. I don't think he was healthy. those first few
everybody goes
games.
back to that high school film of who he played
Yeah, when
absolutely
you're playing
nobody.
2 ways, yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, Ty Simpson was 2A.
Hey, he was. Yeah.
Hey, if any Hampton fans are watching, you might know about that. Ty Simpson and Westview beat Hampton in the state championship game that year. Hampton fans do watch these shows. If you're a Hampton fan out there, hey, how you doing? Carter County watches this. Don't know if there's anything else we've got, though. I could talk college football all day.
Absolutely, I could too.
I could. Can't wait for next year.
Yep,
Hey,
already.
Texas plays Michigan in their bowl game, so that's going to be interesting.
You should win.
You should.
I mean, I don't know if they're even going to be ready to play
Don't
after
even know
what
if they have a
happened.
team, yeah.
I don't even know who the coach is.
You don't know who the coach is?
For Michigan?
Yeah, Biff. Everybody go look up Biff. You'll get a good laugh out of that. I'll show you off camera.
Okay, yeah.
It's nothing that I can't show on camera. Don't. It's not rated R or anything. It's just he's an odd guy to be a football coach. But if you got time after this, we'll end it right now. Go look up Biff, Michigan's interim head coach. Now it's not what you expect. I'll let you know about that. But Coach, that's all I got for you this week.
Appreciate it, man.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you all for watching this week's edition of the Terry's Flooring Tanner Earley Show. Look forward to seeing you next time here on First Horizons Green Sports Zone.